Peace and prosperity to all living beings within range of my divine voice. It is I, Ptah. We are here in nature again and thankful to do so. Thankful to be here. Thankful to share all this loving, powerful, positive energy with the whole world. And speaking of the whole world, I'm going to share this live out with some of my loved ones who definitely mean the world to me and let them know that we are live and that they can come join us to get some cleansing, loving, positive energy. Tuck Bait, peace and prosperity to you. Hey, Jay Woods, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started on the show in just a few moments. I'm just right now sharing out the live. I appreciate y'all being here. That's crazy. They will not let me find. They so wild. Trying to find certain things on my share list, y'all. I appreciate y'all. My live is not being pushed out. That's cool. I am not tripping. Let's see. Wow, that group don't even exist no more. Hey, Katie, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I am just currently trying to share my live out, let my loved ones know that I am here. And TikTok is not making it easy on me this evening. But either way, we're gonna get started real soon. I'm just gonna take another moment or two, do my best to try to get the live out. And either way, we're gonna get started. I appreciate those who are here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's not gonna let me share out the live. It's all good. Wardy, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in, brother. Thank you so much for being here, tapping the screen. I really appreciate you. If this is your first time here, this is the Ground and Daily Show. I'm your host, Ptah, and we come out here at night and we hug the trees and we put our feet barefoot on the ground. In doing so, we allow ourselves to cleanse our mind, cleanse our body, cleanse our spirits of a lot of this negativity that we've soaked up throughout the day, a lot of negativity that we've soaked up throughout the week, because that is one of God's ways of allowing us to cleanse ourselves for free, without a prescription, without a doctor visit. Hey, Maine, look at here. Peace and prosperity to you, Maine. Good to see you. Without a prescription, without a doctor visit, I come out and I hug these trees, and I do it on display in order to promote that love and positive energy for everybody, in order to inspire others to do the same as well. So I thank you so much for being here. May I thank you so much for being here as well. We're going to get the message started in just a second. I was definitely trying to share my live out, but it's not working too well. I could be shadowed, but either way, we're going to do what we came to do, which is deliver the message. So good to see you, man. I appreciate you being here. And I really wanted to make sure I waited because we're going to be taking a page. Thank you, Maine. I appreciate you. I gotta do the camera reverse. Hold on one second. Mirror your video. Here we go. All right, there it is. So, one of my wonderful friends, a family member, wrote this amazing book and pamphlet and guide to help cleanse self doubt. I was hoping she was going to be here because I'm going to read a page from her book. Not too much, but just a page from it. And the reason why is because this energy of self-doubt is something we're going to talk about this evening. Hey, Crystallization, Crystal Moon, thank you so much for being here. It's always so good to see you. We're going to read a page of her book to start the episode off. So I want her to be here to hear me do it because I know she'll be excited. I just got her book today, and there's everything works in divine timing. So I haven't been able to finish the book yet, but when I read the first few pages, hey Deja, peace and prosperity. Thanks so much for coming in. When I read the first few pages of her book, it it really sparked some things that I'm currently going through. It sparked a remembrance of an event that I'm currently battling right now. And I shouldn't even say battling, I've already won. But in the midst of the fight, thank you, Deja, I appreciate you. In the midst of the fight, what I had to suffer through initially, you say you went live today? Good. Oh, yeah, listen, she has a kid's book too. I wasn't trying to scare you, little bird. You good? She has a kid's book too, which I got today as well. I can't wait to read it to my daughter. But this is one of her books, and then she also has a kid's book. I got both of them today. So I'll be reading her kid's book to my daughter. This little bird is trying to come play with us. Y'all see how close that is? Oh, I didn't mean to embarrass you. I'm sorry. Yeah, but not for long while I was down by the river. Oh. I think you will like that. I think that's a good look. I think we need to have more people doing that because we need to have more people reading. You know? Thank you, Deja. I appreciate you again. Some of the comments was filtered. TikTok is acting a little weird right now because we haven't updated the app. Angelica, my beautiful moderator, good to see you. Hola, señorita. I haven't updated the app, so it's going to be acting a little weird today, but we're going to deal with it. We're going to still deliver the message. And so I'm going to read a page of her book, Conqueror of Self Doubt by Nikita Scott. Conqueror of Self Doubt by Nikita Scott. I was hoping she would be here so I could pin her onto the page, but she isn't. I'm not able to share out the live because we're having some technical difficulties. So we'll make her proud either way. So when she sees this message or hears about it later, she'll enjoy this. But I'm going to take a second and we're going to read a page of her book to start today's episode. And we're going to just talk about how this cleansing energy that we have allows us to remove self doubts. Hey, Lorraine, peace and prosperity to you. Y'all gotta excuse my camera skills as I'm adjusting this. I got my carnelian with me too. I got my hands full, kind of all over the place. All right, let's flip the camera, and we're gonna just read it right out loud. A couple paragraphs of this first page. Ellie, peace and prosperity to you. Ellie, they won't let me share the live out. I cannot share the live out. If you could share the live with our family group and let everybody know. Yeah, I got my carnelian with me too. It's in the grass right now because it's heavy. So my beautiful carnelian. And it's helping me with my self-doubt energy as well. We're dealing with plenty of self-doubt today because of a lot of reasons. We're human. Things are gonna happen. Yeah, it's a badass carnelian. It really is. It's a badass carnelian. See if I can get a little more light on it. You gotta check it out in the daytime. But this is, and I got big, like, this is a big, what? This is way bigger than the Pokeball. This is way bigger than the Pokemon. I promise you. Yeah. Man, look at here. I appreciate you tapping the screen. But I was hoping Keita was gonna be up because we're about to read a page of her book. We're gonna let that get some grass too. We got our feet on the ground. But we're gonna get started. Yeah, it's not letting me share the live out. But we got Keita's book in today. And the idea of self-doubt. Okay, no worries. Matter of fact, I will. The idea of self-doubt is part of what we're talking about tonight. And it just so happens to be a coincidence that her book arrived as we are dealing with some self-doubt issues. As we're dealing with some self-doubt issues. Because again, Spirit doesn't make any mistakes. God doesn't make any mistakes. Thank you so much, Ash. Peace and prosperity. Thank you so much for coming in, Ashley. MC Flash is an awesome name. God doesn't make any mistakes. And it's not a coincidence. So we are able to gain knowledge, perspective, and help from our friends, our loved ones, who are also positive and uplifting people, who are also accomplished, hardworking people. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful to have that experience. I'm so thankful to have people surrounding me who are loving and positive, who are able to help benefit my life. And I'm sure, this is what networking is all about. There's a truth to that. There's an energy attached to that. But self-doubt is something that's going to happen no matter what. No matter how much we heal, no matter how much we gain, we are going to have moments where we're going to be like, oh, I'm not sure. Or, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Or, oh, I don't know if I'm able to accomplish this goal. Right? We're going to have moments like that in our lives. And so when we can tap into some energy to remove self-doubt, when we can cleanse ourselves and allow ourselves to think clearly, it becomes very beneficial and powerful for us to do so. Hey, Keita, your message was right on time, so we're going to read a little bit of it before we start the show. The Roots of Self-Doubt. Chapter 1, Where It All Begins, by Nikita Scott. Before we conquer self-doubt, we have to understand where it comes from. Like the roots of a tree hidden beneath the surface, self-doubt is often planted early, quietly, subtly, and sometimes even lovingly. But its effects can shape the entire direction of your life, distorting your self-perception, limiting your potential, and convincing you to play small. For many of us, the seed of self doubt was planted in childhood. Maybe it was the parent who meant well but constantly corrected you. Maybe it was the teacher who overlooked your hand or your peer who made you feel invisible. It could have been the time where you were told to be realistic, stop dreaming, or you're too much. Those moments felt small, but the message landed. You're not enough as you are. So, this mosquito got to tear me up while I was reading because I was locked in. I'm talking about that mosquito was about to turn red. It was eating so good. I want to emphasize again that I am fortunate to be surrounded by high level, high frequency, beautiful people. And so this message is right on time because I am currently dealing with some self doubt adjustments. I don't want to call it issues because it's not even really a problem. It's just a reminder. And sometimes we have reminders. Sometimes we have these moments where we need to be reminded, where we need to give ourselves a gut check. And I've definitely had that over the last 24 to 48 hours where things that like in my specific case, a circumstance that I thought was one way and I was the most confident in it being that way turned out to not be that way at all. And so it made me question my own eyes. It made me question my own thoughts. It made me question myself. Because how could something that I thought was reality not be reality? How can I have come so far in my journey and still be bamboozled? How is this even possible? But that's all ego. That's all ego in response. And ego is like, you deserve this. You're not ready. Or you're invincible. It'll never happen to you. None of that is true. These mosquitoes is going crazy today. None of that is true. We are human and we are going to have issues with self doubt. We're going to have problems. We're going to deal with negativity. It's important for us to understand that, give ourselves grace, and work through it. This cleansing energy I'm tapping into allows me to clear my mind and thoughts, release negative energy out of my body, and absorb positive energy instead, allowing me to think a little more clear headed, right? So, in a moment where I thought I saw something and I didn't see something, or I'm going through a moment of illusions in my real time reality, me standing on this ground, cleansing my energy right now, helps to bring a whole clear mind and understanding, allowing me to have a level playing field with my thoughts. I know I've been loving your videos, Angelica. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. This energy is required when we have moments like this. And being in repetition of cleansing grounded energy, we are always prepared. So you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But no matter how ready you are, there's going to always be something to knock you off that pedestal just briefly. There's going to always be something to knock you down for just a moment, even if it's just to remind you of what the ground feels like. Angie Robb, peace and prosperity to you. Just to remind you of how good it feels to stand up, of how good it feels to walk away from a problem. Adorme, Taurus Gain. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Keita. Sometimes we got to slip and fall just to see how strong we are. Because the ground looks tough, but you're tough. That self doubt will creep in. That self doubt will allow itself to manifest into a whole nother reality of things, separate from truth, separate from the now moment. In my case, I saw a person a certain way, and I felt like with all my intuition, all my abilities, all of my strength and wisdom, that I was not going to be duped or confused. Hey, loyal, how could I? I'm me. And then after I realized that I had been somewhat conned, I had to come down and say, okay, there's a learning lesson here. I'm not sure what the lesson is yet, but what I really want to know is, what did I do to attract this type of energy? What did I do to welcome in some mischief into my beautiful life? What did I do to welcome in negativity when I'm so positive and I'm so beautiful and we're so radiant? That in itself is the self-doubt energy also. I said it that way specifically because we've all had those thoughts before. That is self-doubt. To imagine, to concentrate on the idea that you deserve something bad to happen to you is tied to self-doubt. Peace and prosperity, brother Tony. Shout out to my brother Iron Man. That's self-doubt energy. That's a negative energy. I'm going to send you this post. Definitely resonates. Yeah, please send it to me, Angelica. I love to read it. Hey, Firefly, you can come up in the camera if you want. Because when it comes down to it, the truth of the matter, thank you, Tony, I appreciate you. The truth of the matter is that bad things happen to good people too. I didn't deserve anything to happen to me. I didn't do anything that I felt like was warranted of it. I don't feel like I made any mistakes. It's just sometimes we got to learn a lesson. Sometimes we got to gain some prosperity. Sometimes we got to gain that prosperity by going through a little difficulty. That's just life. Perfectly imperfect. Good to see you. That's just life. But I have to remove the self-doubt because I can't carry it with me to the grounding show. I can't carry no self-doubt with me while I got my feet barefoot on the ground. We got to let it go. I can't manifest with fear in my heart. I can't manifest with fear in my heart. I can't manifest with fear in my heart, which is what self-doubt is. Self-inflicting fear. Brew of the mighty, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. That's self-inflicted fears. You've taken the fear from the outside and brought it into yourself or adapted yourself to it to allow it to be real, to allow it to be more than what it is. The truth of the matter is, things happen. People make mistakes. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how far along on your journey you are. It happens. It's supposed to happen. And it's okay. I give myself grace. I give myself the opportunity to appreciate who I am and recognize that this is probably a lesson so advanced that I don't even realize I'm learning it yet. To take a moment and remove the self-doubt and say to myself that there is greatness in this failure. And so now it's not even failure, it's a lesson. There's a benefit in the stress that was caused. There is prosperity in the whole circumstance. I start to push that self-doubt away. I start to push that energy away. I start to allow myself to build upon what is real. And what is real is that I am a positive person who does positive things. And so I will receive positive and amazing abundance. It's a law of the universe. We're going to get what we get. We're going to reap what we sow. Always, forever. I'm talking about self-doubt tonight, not just because of my amazing friend's wonderful book, but because it's a topic of discussion for myself right now as well. I always look to lead by example. We love you, Loyal. Thank you so much for liking the live and being here. I'm always looking for examples in self to display for the world because I am a vessel of love that's here to be transparent and allow ourselves the opportunity to grow. And I'm forever thankful that I have amazing friends and associates who are authors, who are kind, who are beneficial to my journey. This book was supposed to be in my hand days ago. It didn't get in my hand days ago. You know why? Because reading it tomorrow and tonight is going to be 10 times better with the self-doubt journey I just went through. It's going to hit that much harder. Me going through this book, working through the program that my friend has designed, is going to hit home that much harder because in divine timing, I'm just getting through, just adjusting my reality back from some self-doubt issues. I need people to understand, and that's why I remain transparent. I remain constantly using myself as an example while keeping a smile on my face, while still speaking with power, while still speaking with love. I remain a positive example because I'm constantly out here grounding, because I'm constantly putting that work in. Hey, Tam Tam, good to see you. But that divine timing, I got to be reminded of it too. Because another reason why I am, quote unquote, upset enough to doubt myself, one of the reasons why I'm, quote unquote, disappointed enough to think it's something wrong with me in this circumstance, or that I somehow caused this issue or problem, is because I'm human. That's it. Nothing special about it. Hey, Nisha, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm human. No matter how advanced I've become, no matter how far I've come in my journey, no matter how many amazing daily heart meets I receive, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to always be human. I'm going to always have to fight for that posterity. I'm going to always have to fight for that positivity. I'm going to always need to come out here and connect myself to some positive energy. Every day above ground is the best day ever, Nisha. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here on the Ground and Daily Show, of course, I am your host, Patah, and we are standing here barefoot on the ground while we are hugging this tree and touching the ground barefoot to allow ourselves to cleanse the negativity, to cleanse ourselves of self-doubt. Let me flip the camera real quick. We allow ourselves to cleanse of self-doubt. Thank you to my beautiful friend for this book. Again, it got to me right on time, because when I read it tonight, it's going to have a much bigger effect on me. I'm going to talk about that for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go party with Ellie, and we'll get more into it later down the road. We'll definitely get more into it later down the road, because again, it's my job to lead us in a direction that allows us all to recognize our greatness, to recognize all the positive things and wonderful things about us. But what I will never tell you, I will never lie and mislead you to think that doing these positive, wonderful things on a regular basis means that nothing negative or bad is going to ever happen to you. It's okay. I appreciate you, Angelica. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I don't want anybody to ever think that nothing bad is going to happen just because you stay positive. And nothing bad is going to happen just because you're grounding. What does happen is when you connect yourself to that constant energy and something bad does come along, some self-doubt does come along, you are going to center yourself in energy that allows you to disconnect from that negativity and reconnect right back to the love and positivity. It's going to make whatever you're going through, whatever you're suffering from, 10 times easier. That I can guarantee you. The problems don't go away. The negativity doesn't go away. Some aches and pains might go away. Some anxiety might go away. Some depression might go away. But the problems, the surroundings, the politics, the wars, all the negativity doesn't go away just because we're positive. But our vision, our understanding is so much better without self-doubt. It's so much better without fear. It's so much better without worry. It's so much clearer and easier to make a plan and execute that plan when you're not in desperation, when you're not in fight or flight. When you allow yourself to be cleansed and release the negativity and see the situation as it is, you can plan better. You can work harder. You can think smarter. I love you, Queen. Peace and prosperity, Queen Slay. Thank you so much for coming in. You can work better and work harder. That's the truth. So when I have these moments where I am battling self-doubt as well, I love you, Queen. When I am battling self-doubt, when I am battling negativity, when I am battling against the world and all the conflicts that I have to deal with, because I'm human, I am able to recognize just a little bit faster, a little bit smoother, how to navigate through those problems because I'm outside with my feet barefoot on the ground, because I'm surrounded by people like Queen Slay, people like my brother Tony. I'm surrounded by authors who don't even realize and recognize that their books are beneficial at just the right time. That just the same way God told Nikita to write this book, it also set it up for me to have this moment right now. She wrote this book. She didn't know who I was. She didn't know that this moment was happening, but God knew. God knew that this book, this effort, this energy that she worked hard for, despite negativity, that she worked hard through, despite her surroundings, that she worked hard to accomplish, is now helping me. It's now beneficial to me. And I'm bringing up that part of this because I need people to understand why it's important for us to keep fighting, not just for ourselves. It's not just about us. It's not just about us. We have a gift that we need to give out to others so that someone we ain't never met yet, someone we will maybe never meet physically, can get help that only we can exclusively offer because our perspective is special and rare. So we ain't got time for self-doubt. We got to create. We ain't got time for competition. We got to create. We ain't got time to store negativity. We can't get rid of the negativity, but we can release it out of our body constantly to allow for the time of creation, to allow for the time of self-love. Removing the self-doubt, removing the anxiety, removing the depression to make room for love, creation, to tap into our gifts. Hey, Nurse Healer, peace and prosperity to you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping the screen, getting y'all daily heart meets. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all on too much longer because Ellie got a party going on. I like to be fashionably late for parties because I'm from Detroit. That's how we do things. I'm from Detroit. We never get to a party on time. It looks crazy. Those from the Midwest might know what I'm talking about. What you mean? You ain't got a party going on? Y'all thought you was going live after me. Don't tell me that. There's definitely a party in your lives. Don't be humble now. Don't be humble now. But I've raised my frequency. I'm constantly surrounded by positive energy because I'm constantly creating positive energy. And my rewards for constantly putting myself in a positive state of mind, my reward for constantly cleansing myself, my reward for constantly doing my best to better the community is a community of loved ones who benefit me as well, a community of loved ones who lift me up as well. The opportunity to strengthen a stranger, the opportunity to give love to someone I don't even know, the opportunity to change someone's life for the better. I'm rewarded by that because of my positivity, because of my hard work. Just like my friend who wrote this book in my hand is rewarded for benefiting me and others. Thank you, Adorme. I want us to understand the negativity doesn't go away just because of our positivity. But what happens is we're able to navigate it better, easier, faster, smoother. And that makes a world of a difference. It makes a world of a difference. We don't have the time to panic. You need to think clearly. There's a lot happening in this world. You need to be sharp. You need to be prepared. And it's hard to do that when you're in fear and self-doubt. It's hard to be ready for whatever when you're in fear or self-doubt. It's hard to benefit yourself and others when you're stuck in that energy. So we're here to let it go. I'm here to show y'all how to let it go. And I know y'all believe me because I'm going through it myself. Because I allow myself to be transparent and show that I'm not perfect either. So now y'all can resonate with that energy and gain from it as well. I love you, Adore Man. That's it for tonight. I will definitely be back on tomorrow. We about to head over to Ellie's, get some soul food through the audio and the visuals of her loving page. Chop it up amongst family and loved ones. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Peace and prosperity to